We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to fight to hold support. And in today's volatility, our SPY bot at 8:25 a.m. sent out a bull indicator. And from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength on 42 vision, and call options went up 120% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting at key support levels here in the after hours. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular, beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from VANI. Vanny stock sent it out at 9 a.m. It had news this morning. Inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength on 42 vision, and the stock went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump to these charts. Here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition here from bright green bars to white with red borders and back up to dark green bars so far within the volatility. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to fight to hold that support, but under a bear indicator. You could see the amount of chop here in the last several days, right? Lots of bull and bear indicators back and forth, rejecting at key resistance levels and bouncing off key supports. You could see a triple bottom here forming, and the question mark is, could it continue? Because in the after hours, a bear indicator has popped up at 505.80. I would not ignore this. It's going to be crucial for a bull indicator to pop up to justify any move to the upside here on the SPY. Now, if we pull up the QQQ, same thing. It was choppy, pulled down lower. Same thing with Tesla here, pushing back up to a key resistance and then rejecting back down, but continuing to fight and hold that staircase effect. And it is under a bear indicator and lots of eyes on it to see if it breaks out above 205. And same thing here as you see it with Apple, right? It pushed upwards, came back down to support, and now it's trying to bring itself back up, start that staircase effect. And I'll be watching going into tomorrow if this bear indicator gets canceled here at 182.20 with a possible bull indicator. And lots of eyes on these key levels overall. Now, when we pull up the SPY here, we could see a bear indicator. And if we look at the 1 hour in the bigger picture, it's been under a bear indicator here since Monday at the 507.28 area, and you could see how I rejected there yesterday in the after hours. We broke that down in yesterday's video, and it tried coming back up towards 507, and things slowed down there today and back down to key support levels, right? So there's a tight range here between 505 and 507, but there needs to be a bull indicator in the bigger picture to justify any move to the upside and cancel out that bear indicator from up there at the 507 area. And I'll be watching for that going into tomorrow. Now, in the volatility, if we look at it on the 15-minute, we could see the chop here of bull and bear indicators and their strength. And it is currently under a bear indicator here in the after hours and trying to reapproach that level of 505.80. It's going to be crucial for it to get canceled to justify, once again, any move to the upside and try to roll that strength over into the 30-minute and 1 hour, and if those inflows would follow as well, right? So I'm going to be looking for that going into tomorrow here and the rest of the after hours, and I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow and share with you guys the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. Here we are with the SPY stock, the SP500 index, having inflows try to cross over in the middle of the day on that push up from 505 to 506, almost 507, coming back down with outflows dominating in the second half. And in the after hours, we do have a hidden divergence here because on the 30-minute, inflows cross back up and they're trying to push up higher and they're green while the stock fell, and now it's trying to reverse here and have a pushback up towards the 505, 506 area, right? So definitely something to not ignore here as it's trying to come back up. These inflows have already crossed even when it was going down, right? Here on the 30-minute. Now, when we zoom out and look at it from the 1 hour, we could see here in the bigger picture, outflows have crossed. So to justify any move to the upside, it's going to be crucial for these inflows to pick up, switch from red to green, and cross this midpoint to the upside with strength to retest key resistance levels. I will be watching that going into tomorrow as it's trying to triple bottom here near the 505 level. Now, here we have it in the volatility of the 15-minute with it actually going ahead and crossing to the downside, and outflows have been dominating in this volatility here in the second half of the day. You could see it there, and inflows are trying to pick up here as it's moving back up. To further justify this move, these inflows do need to cross the midpoint and push upwards and try to roll over into the 30-minute and 1 hour as well. Now, what are the key levels I would watch? Well, the first support is 505. If that gets broken through, I will be watching if these outflows continue to the downside from green to red, pulling away from the midpoint, bringing that weakness over into the 30-minute and 1 hour, and the next support will be 503, and then I'll be watching 500. Now, to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical, as I stated, for these inflows to cross the midpoint to the upside, reflect that strength into these charts, roll it over into the 30-minute to continue pushing up, and on the 1 hour, and the first resistance is 507. Then above that is 508.50 based off the history of the chart where things rejected here back on Monday, February 26th. And then above that, I'll be watching the 510 area. So these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. And the bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial as all three of them are under a bear indicator. And these inflows are back above on the 30-minute, but below on the 1 hour, they need to push back up. And on the 15-minute, it is approaching the midpoint very closely. So I will be watching for this going into tomorrow. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. And let's make some money.